Linax Technologies.
Hello and welcome to a new Simac tutorial where we use Simac, the Linux simulator, to learn and teach Linux troubleshooting, maintenance, and operational procedures. This time we will explore how the % depth dose changes with beam energy. We will run simulations for 6, 10, and 15 MV beams and measure the depth dose in water tank for a 10 by 10 cm field. Let's go to the main Simac screen. Here you can see the default operating points that the Simac provides. We can choose the 6 MV beam and run a simulation. By examining the dose profiles in Treatment Head tab, we can see that the simulation was performed for 40 by 40 cm field. We can change the field size by using these control parameters that adjust the jaw positioning. Let's make it 10 by 10 cm and run the simulation again. Now that we have the field size adjusted, we can save this beam state, so that later we run a water tank experiment with it. To do so, we enter a desired name in this box, and press Save. The default 10 and 15 MV operating points have a 40 by 40 field size as well, so we will change these to 10 by 10, and save the beam state, so we can run a water tank experiment later. With the beams created and saved, we will use the water tank simulator to generate the PDDs and see their properties. Here we can give the experiment a name, pick the saved machine state and choose the water tank dose measurement to be depth dose scan. I will repeat this process for all saved beam states. Switching to the Compare tab, we can compare all the experiments that we just did. I will select the experiments for 6, 10, and 15 MV beams to compare. From the graph, as well as the table provided below, we can see how the dmax changes by energy. Also, factors such as dose at 10 cm and 20 cm depth, as well as their ratio is provided. These are the main parameters that are used to characterize the beam energy. For 6 MV, we obtained a dmax and D10 of 1.6 and 67.5. We also can see D10 over D20, which is the ratio of the dose at 10 and 20 cm depths. For 10 and 15 MV, these results change, because they depend on the beam energy. For instance, we see D10 increasing to 72.4 and 79.5%. Measuring the depth dose is one of the most important ways to quantify the clinical radiation beams. The dose at 10 cm is an important component for TG51 beam calibration measurements, and other parameters, dmax and D10 over D20 are used to compare beam energies for different beams. This short tutorial shows you how to determine these parameters on your Linux, and learn how they change with beam energy. Thank you for joining this Simac tutorial. See you at the next one. Don't forget, your always free Linax account gets you free Simac runs every day. Go to Linax.ca to get started.